Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Just Be Love workshop. I'm Darla, I'll be your host. And of course, I've invited the highest, best, most divine guides and loving angels here to surround, guide, and protect us as we dive into some inner work. Specifically, Orion, our orchestrator, Jesus, our Lord and best friend, and Archangels Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, and Michael. This is part 2 of a 4-part workshop where we will go over truths, ask some questions to contemplate, and do some energy healing. And through a link from my website at yourhighervibe.com, I hope you got your free copy of Soully Eyes Simple Introspection Guide, which we will be using today for part 2 and also for part 3. If you don't have a copy printed out to write on, at least have a notebook and something to write with if you'd like to record your answers to the questions. Also, my website, again, yourhighervibe.com. You can make donations, which are always very appreciated and help me to humbly be of service in the highest way possible. And when you donate $10 through the link there, you also get a conversation with my higher self as a gift and a thank you. And so thank you very much. Or just personal message me and I'll send you a copy. Also, throughout this workshop, remember that this is not to replace counseling, rehab, a support group, or any help that you may benefit from. I am not a counselor. I'm just a girl who's been through a lot. And I've had a mission since I was little to keep it simple for everybody, which I agreed to do. And I've been reminded several times over my life that that is what I came here to do. And a lot of us have been through a lot, and we still keep our head up. And I understand that no suffering is worth the loss of love, and hope by the end of this workshop, we all understand that. And I'd like to share with you what I've channeled for this workshop, and I'll try my best to not sound like I'm reading as I follow along the words here. Please post any questions you have to the Just Be Love Workshop Facebook work group page, please. And I'd like to show you first this mandala of power, how energy is divided, how our power centers share our aura, our energy body as a simple map. And basically, we all have a center of love. And around that love, we have a masculine side, a feminine side. We have our ego. We have our higher self. We also have faith, hope, joy, and trust. And this is just a basis of energy that all of us have. And that's just a simple thing. And we also have our chakras. There are 7 major ones. And let me just show you here. This is, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel, but this is from ReikiRaise.com. And basically, I'll just show you that website there again, ReikiRaise.com, if that's going to focus there for you. Ah, shoot. There it goes. Anyways, and I'm going to hold this upside down so you can see. And this is just a very basic here, but we have our root chakra at the bottom of our torso. We have our sacral chakra, our solar plexus, our heart chakra, our throat chakra, our third eye, and our crown chakra. So each one has a corresponding area of interest, archangel and crystal, and we will not be going into these into any more depth than that, as that could be a whole different workshop in and of itself. But it's important to just have a basic understanding of the facets of our energy bodies or our auric bodies. And positive affirmations are very important to manifesting them in your life. And here's a few that I find very helpful in regards to fulfilling a fantastic foundation for our thoughts and belief system. And I'll also post these to our Facebook group page. But in God's light and love, I am divinely guided and protected. Thank you, and so it is. I love myself. I love my health. I love my purpose. I am abundant, and that is clear. Everything is arbitrary to becoming one with your authenticity and soul source. Thank you for days full of wisdom, experiences, learning, and love. So please take a moment to think about your self-talk. What are you telling yourself? And let's just take a few moments here to just become centered and grounded and just take a few deep breaths. I'm also going to do some Shamanic Reiki Seichim to ground our energy and further protect and release things that do not serve us. Please be open to receiving the good energy that you need and willing to dissolve into the light the energy that doesn't serve you any longer. Anything that comes up, things that may even be uncomfortable, are coming up to be released. So allow yourself to see them for what they are, which is not the truth of who you are. Bless them, thank them, and release them into the light. These things can be released through our throat chakras. So this shouldn't take very long. So please say out loud or to yourself, I am open to receiving the good energy that I need, and am willing to let go of the energy that does not serve for my highest good. I burn some sage and say nothing but the highest best aloud for me and all my friends watching this workshop video. Thank you, and so it is. Thank you, so it is. All right, thank you so much for that. Now, at this point in time, I'd like you to move on to Solely I, Simple Introspection Guide. And you can go to yourhighervibe.com to get your copy, to follow the links there. And it's free, of course. And I'd just like you to start with, and of course, God gave us free will. So simply we must ask for help and protection from the highest, most divine archangels and beings. Expect help and protection that will always be for your highest good. And then do the workshop until you get to the truths that talk about how all of us are 100% worthy. We all have a heart and emotions. We all can choose to think the thoughts that we want. We all can believe what we want to believe. And it's all internal. We are all connected to Source and God's love. Quit looking to what you think you lack and see your gifts and be thankful for them. Ask God for help. We all can ask God for help. And all will receive God's help. And it will always be for your highest good. All choose our level of awareness, like we choose our thoughts. All can ask Source for guidance and more awareness. So that would be covering a lot for today. So thank you so much for joining me. Please take this week to contemplate the questions that we went over. Thank you again, but most importantly, now I'd like this time to I'd like to take this time to thank the highest, best, most loving guides and angels, Orion, Jesus, Archangels, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, and Michael, for all the guidance, unconditional love, and healing. And thank you, all you beautiful souls, for joining us. And thank you for everything you brought to the table as we all benefit from each other's input. We are one, and remember to love yourself. And what I mean by that is your energy input. And it doesn't matter when you're watching this, whether it's in the past, the present, or the future, we all benefit from the energy healing. And we all just need to ask divine for help in our lives and just trust that the highest, best help will be given. And most importantly, remember to love yourself. Mwah. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.